Right now we are on the tallgrass prairie here in Pawhuska, Oklahoma. It's on the Osage Nation Reservation. There's buffalo out here roaming. Don't be surprised if they roll up on us at some point. It's pretty much like a second home to me. This is kind of my spot to go and do portraits. I love it here. I get to have one-on-ones with people. This is the moment where somebody's shy at the beginning, but by the end, I might have made them laugh a few times. My name's Cody Hammer. I'm an Indigenous photographer, filmmaker in Skiatook, Oklahoma, right outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I used to work for the Osage Nation. I was given a camera and it was kind of like, hey, while you're here, you might as well try to learn to use it. That was late 2017 into 2018. Being in this area, culture not only plays, an important role in my life, but also my photography. I don't really want to call it a job. It's kind of just what I do. What I do outside of work and for work. According to the sign, as you come into town, it says where the Cherokee and Osage meet. I live on the Osage Reservation side. A little bit more west is the Cherokee Reservation as well. The tribes are more or less right next to each other, and I am Cherokee, my wife is Osage. So we always kind of like to joke around, it was like, oh, we were meant to be. So Oklahoma is based with a lot of reservations here. It is home to a lot of Native American tribes. Like I said, there's two reservations kind of snugged up to each other. You literally drive right into the other and don't even realize it if you're not really paying attention. I love the speed of the town. I know that seems strange to say, but I feel like people will understand the calmness of it and everything. I've always thought I was an artist, if that makes sense, but I could never paint, draw, any of that. And then the moment I got a camera and took a shot, I was like, oh man, that shutter felt good. It's one of those things, if you know. I've just been truly inspired by the area, and it's influenced me 100 times more than I ever thought it would. Not only kind of did the place inspire me, but the people around it that are in the culture here also inspired me as well. And I really haven't looked back since. I know everybody here, everything means a lot to them. So to be able to capture moments that can live forever, especially people who have passed on before, I am able to give something of myself to them, which I enjoy. Something just as small as a photo, I feel like that's my purpose. I love doing portraits. Portraits are my thing. And it's not even so much taking pictures of people, but I'm making connections. I'm being trusted. I do a lot of photos of Indigenous people, mostly Osage people, just because of the area that I'm in. Still to this day, I'm learning. I feel like that comes with trust, being around people. And sometimes people up here forget that I am not Osage, or they'll mess around with my wife, kind of be like, hey, when are you gonna let that boy come over here and get him away from the Cherokees over there, and forgetting that I'm Cherokee, you know what I mean? It's all fun and games, but I've learned a lot. And even though I am not Osage myself, my kids are, so I feel it's important to not only try to teach them like Cherokee culture, but also Osage culture, and do my part to help my wife as well, and vice versa. When people see my photos, I want them to understand that we are different. We all aren't the same tribes. We're all different in our own way, culturally, what we wear. But I also want every photo to have a feeling. If you look at it and you feel something, I feel like it did its part. Even if you don't like it, I'm able to help them feel powerful, feel fragile, to more or less feel the moment. And I feel like it brings, a sense of pride to themselves to have those moments. And luckily I'm able to be there to capture those, and they trust me enough to do it. See, I'll get goosebumps thinking about it, just because right now I feel like we're in a new coming of an era where we're kind of taking back our own identity. We're not just the natives in a headdress. We're not just the natives around a drum. Like, we're actual people. And a lot of times cultural things are played out as a game. Like I said, all tribes are different. Every tribe has their own way. But I feel like there's been bits and pieces taken from each one to turn into like a joke. I don't know, I have such empathy for people that I want them to feel really proud of themselves. And I just feel like when I'm able to do photos that invoke those kind of feelings, it means a lot. Usually my go-to kit, I love the Sony a7 IV. I picked it up a few years ago when it first came out. Favorite lens for me, 50, 1.4. I shoot everything wide open. It's the way I taught myself. I shoot as fast as I can. It's just how I learn. It's easiest for me. My brain works that way. Have a little Peter McKinnon ND filter on the front. Like I said, I like to stay wide open. Also, I just picked up the Flashpoint through Adorama. Just recently started using it. I really enjoy it. Something about it. It's quick, it's fast, connects really easy, and it's super light. And the battery lasts a long time for me, so I really enjoy it. Yeah, I just have other things in here. Of course, my Pelican. Don't mind the mess. Different batteries, and this is my other go-to. I love the 70 to 200 2.8. It's the older one, but I'm a 50 and up guy. I love that compressed look. I'll shoot everything 50 and up. This is the very first place that I came to do portraits when I first started with my wife. We actually did them like right in this same area, so this has always been my spot to go to.
I mean, this is home. This is where all of my people are buried. This is where I raise my children. I mean, this is just everything. This is where I grew up. This is just me. And I know, like, ancestrally, our lands are somewhere over by Arkansas, maybe somewhere in Louisiana, Missouri also. Like, because we were moved here and we made our home here, this is where we are from. This is where I'm going to be buried someday. That's how deeply connected we are to wherever we land. Is like, this is just us, all of it.
I feel like that's why my photography is important, because I'm not showing fake stuff. I'm showing real things, who are real people, who aren't just here for the show. This is who they are. It's their culture. For us as like Native people, if we have an art that can show things in a different form, maybe it's our duty. That's why this is very important for me. You know, I'm telling a story of who we are, our way, the right way, and even showing imagery of that, because we're not the cliche that everybody thinks we are. You know, we're more than that. And I feel like we always have been. We're just finally now kind of getting that out there.